Welcome to part 8 of the Pokemon Red Nose starter run, and it is finally time for us to get our second badge. Um, like I've been saying a shit ton of times because battles and boring and I need stuff to talk about, and apparently she's the tomboyish mermaid, is that, yes, it's water type, if you couldn't fucking tell from all the fucking water in the gym. But, this is where the whole Pikachu thing came in. Um, this badge can be kind of tough. As that guy told you, there are two main weaknesses. I think water. It might be the only two weaknesses for water. Are electric and grass. Um, and at this point in the game, there are only pretty much there's two grass Pokemon you could catch. Well, not two. I mean two Pokemon until that you could catch. Um, three if you pick Bulbasaur. But yeah, that's Pikachu and Oddish or Bellsprout, depending on which version you have. Um, so yeah, since I mean, if you did pick Bulbasaur, this place should be no problem for you whatsoever. Um, which is why Bulbasaur is generally considered the easy mode, I guess, because the first two gyms are no problem for him, and then, I mean, later on in the game he gets kind of more useless, but, well, he's not really useless, but loses some usefulness. But at that point in the game, you could catch better Pokemon and shit like that. And by the way, there she is in the middle. Um, but, yeah, that's why it's considered easy. Charmander's considered hard because the first two fucking are hard for Charmander. Um, but if you didn't go the route of Bulbasaur, then how the fuck do you go about this? Well, you could either do what I'm doing and Pikachu route, or you could do the Bellsprout and or Oddish route. I'm actually more of a fan of Bellsprout. I'm not really sure with stats wise if it's better or not, but I just like it better. So if you were in blue, I would actually maybe recommend getting a Bellsprout. Red, I hate Oddishes so much. I usually use them for cut bitches. But so yeah, I went to go heal, and here we go. Time to fight Misty, which is kind of her sprite. She's got black hair, which is kind of weird because you will see once we fight her battle sprite. Yeah, I guess that's what you call it. You know, she doesn't have red hair anymore. But yeah, she's only got two Pokemon, Staryu and Starmie. You know, Starmie being the evolution of Staryu. Staryu isn't too bad. Its level's kind of low enough where it shouldn't give you too much problem. Not only that, it's only typing as water. It's Starmie that's the bitch. Not only that, she can use X defense and shit like that, and that can get annoying. Luckily, we're not using any attack base, we're using special, so. But another reason why I like using Pikachu over an Oddish is because their main thing that they got going for them is their speed. They're super fast. See, I mean, Starmie is a level under me, and it's still faster than me. And Pikachu is really fast. That's Pikachu's best stat. So I like to use Thunder Wave to diminish that leading stat. And not only that, Starmie is also part Psychic. Although you don't have to worry about any Psychic type moves. Because it only knows, like, I think it just used Bubble Beam, which fucked Pikachu's day up. Yeah, I still couldn't even beat the fucking thing with just using Pikachu. I had to rely on other Pokemon. And I guess I forgot it was Psychic type there, and I was like, oh, fuck me. But yeah, it's got Bubble Beam, it's got Water Gun. It might even have Recover. Or that might be other... that might be, like, when you fight Misty later in other gens, but... Still, as you can see, this is quite the bitch. Butterfreeze can't do shit to it, and there goes Butterfree. I was actually getting real worried here. I was like, oh fuck. I was trying to disable its Bubble Beam, but I don't understand what the fuck how it went first because it's paralyzed. There's another freaking glitch with Gen 1, like sometimes paralysis doesn't even fucking work. I don't understand. If this were any other gen, yeah, that bitch would not be able to go. But for some reason, it was able to go before my fucking Jigglypuff. And yeah, as you can see, it's fucking wrecking my shit. Geodude, it's a fucking bad idea to use, because one hit from that thing with Water Gun or Bubble Beam and that'd be it. But luckily, because I paralyzed it, I was able to go first and finish it with Dig. But that was a close call, holy shit. Because if I sent out Kadabra, Kadabra couldn't do anything either. All it knows is confusion, which is not very effective, so just thank God she didn't use like a potion or anything. But I somehow managed to do that. If you did go the Pikachu route, I would definitely recommend level grinding it a bit more. Just because I think my Pikachu was a little under level for this, which is why I wasn't able to do the job, but whatever. I didn't feel like level grinding, I just wanted to get it over with. But yeah, that's Misty. Quite the challenge, actually, but it's all over, it's all done with. We're pretty much done here. We're going to be coming back, well, twice. Once for the cave, which is at the end of the game, and the second time for a bike, which is actually relatively soon. That's like the first thing to do when we come back here, because I don't know if I went into this, but in order to get the bike, we need a bike voucher so we can get it for free, because if you want to buy it, the thing's like 999999999 Poké Dollars, which isn't like possible to get. So you need the bike voucher, which is in the next city, Vermillion. But yeah, that being said, we're in the next route as soon as we cross over here, and Cerulean's, yeah, now we're in the next route. This is Route 5. This is the main attraction on Route 5 is the daycare center. What a daycare is it pretty much levels up your Pokemon. Every step you walk while they're in the daycare, I think, equals 1 EXP point. So yeah, it sounds good. Unfortunately, you know, you gotta pay for it. Not only that, the way the moves work when they learn a new move is ridiculous. I'll get more into that just because I want to talk about that guard first. That guard will lead us to Saffron City, which is, I think, the 6th badge, but it's blocked off. It's like Saffron's dead center in Kanto if you look at the map, but we can't go there for a while. But the reason why they won't let us through is because they're thirsty, so it's like, okay, go fuck yourself. But yeah, here on Route 5, the one thing you can catch is, you see right here, is a Mankey. Unfortunately, that's only for red. And spoilers, I do catch it. But other Pokemon we can catch here, we can get Pidgeys, blah, Oddishes for red, Bellsprouts for blue, you know, that kind of shit. Rattatas in yellow, what the fuck. Like I said earlier, Mankey's only in red though. Meowth you could get in blue. And then yellow, you could get Abra, Jigglypuff, and Pidgeotos over here. I never knew that. But yeah, there's Mankey. I decided to catch it just because why not. As of now, in my recording, I just beat Lieutenant Surge, which is the 3rd gym leader, and I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna keep Mankey. Mankey's not been doing too hot. I usually use him in Fire Red because you could catch him on route what the fuck was it, 24? Right to the left of Vermillion City before you fight Brock. Because I usually pick Charmander, so Mankey helps a lot with Brock. But other than that, he's not very useful in this game anyway. Just because fighting type is also like one of those types that's weird in this game, because fighting's usually beat normal, and I swear to God I've used Karate Chop on like a Eradicate, and it wasn't super effective. So I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, there are also some people that you could trade Pokemon with. They'll ask for Pokemon, and they'll give you Pokemon. Sometimes you have to do this in order to get specific Pokemon, because you cannot catch them. How the fuck did they get them? Well, how the fuck did Professor Oak get the starters? There. It's just the way it is. But let's see. Oh yeah, the whatchamacallit. Oh, and this is the another entrance to Saffron. We pretty much went underground. That little house we went through, that long pathway, that was underground. So we pretty much went underneath Saffron City in order to get to Vermillion. But Yeah, the fucking whatchamacallit? Um, Daycare. Oh, the one thing I don't like about the daycare center is that when it learns moves, it pretty much, okay, say your first move is tackle. Okay, here. For your 4 moves, you got tackle, growl, tail whip, and thunder shock. Okay? Although I don't know any Pokemon who know these moves, but whatever. Say the next move it learns is quick attack. So everything will move up, and then tackle will be discarded. So your moveset would go growl, tail whip, thunder shock, and then quick attack. So that's how it gets rid of moves. So if you could like, you could technically put a Pokemon in there and like get to fucking 100, although it'd be a lot of money and you probably wouldn't be able to pay for it. But your moves will probably suck because they might get rid of good moves most likely. So I mean, daycares I never really used to, you know, level up my Pokemon. I always just do it myself. Daycares will become more useful from Gen 2 onward because they're used for breeding. I don't really need to discuss breeding because you can't breed in this game. Once I do Gen 2, I'll talk about breeding. That's a whole nother can of worms there. But yeah, that's the daycare in this gen. Not too useful, don't really use it. The only time I've ever used it is to level up my Magikarp because I didn't want to fucking do it myself because it took too fucking long. But, oh, and there's Kadabra being useful, as you can see. He fucking wrecks shit. But yeah, we're on another route now. We're no longer on 5. We're on Route 6. And what can we catch here? Pretty much, yeah, the same exact thing we catch on Route 5. Pidgeys, Oddishes, Rattata for yellow, Mankeys, Meowth, and yellow, everything, blah. So yeah, same fucking thing as Route 5, so I don't even think they're higher leveled. Let me check. I'm curious. Let me see what we got here. Nope, they pretty much are the same level, so that's kind of depressing. Not really depressing, but you know, it sucks. But this is the last route we have to go to Vermillion. Vermillion's right underneath this. If we keep on going south, and this dude's got a fucking Butterfree. I was gonna try to take it out with Spearow, but I think Spearow gets its shit wrecked. So, spoilers, we're gonna be getting rid of Spearow pretty soon. How far are we in this part? We might not get rid of him in this part, maybe next part. But yeah, Spearow, I don't know. He's just been doing really bad, and there's for the next city, Vermillion. Well, I derped on the name. There's a dude who will trade you a Farfetch for a Spearow, and I think that's one of those Pokemon that you can't catch a Farfetch. I might be wrong, but I've decided why the fuck not. Although I think Farfetch is just as useless, if not more, than Spearow, because Spearow can at least evolve into a Fearow, which is pretty awesome, but Farfetch, nope, it doesn't evolve, and it's just that duck thing, and it fucking sucks. But I was like, hey, why not? It could be my fly and my cut bitch. 2 birds, 1 stone. But yeah, we just got these last 2 people to fight here. Everyone else is avoidable if you go in the grass. These 2 you have to fight to get to Vermillion. So just these last 2 people, and that's it. And the first order of business when we're here is to get the bike. I might show you guys around the city first and then get the bike voucher, but I generally go for the bike first. That's like the first thing to do here, because I want to have it. I wants to have it. So boom, Pidgey, Kadabra, boom, level 17. But yeah, Kadabra. What can I say? I love Kadabra. It's awesome. Not only does it kick major shit, it also has pretty low EXP requirements, so it levels up pretty damn fast. It's gonna be catching up with everybody real quick. Especially because it, you know, it has no problem taking out Pokemon that are even higher level than it because it just wrecks shit. But yeah, this is pretty much. I think this is the last time I'm using Pikachu too. I know he's gonna be going in the box pretty soon, and that'll be that. No more Pikachu, just because I know everyone fucking hates it. No, it's a starter. Blah, 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 whatever. Yeah, the only downside to Kadabra is just his defense. If a high attacking Pokemon ever gets the chance to, hit Kadabra, it could do quite a amount of damage, or even kill it, or KO it. That reminds me, I guess might as well talk about this since I got nothing better to talk about. When I was a kid, I would always say, like, when a Pokemon's KO'd, it would get killed. I'd be like, oh, it died. I think I still say that just because of force of habit, but I remember my little brother would always be like, they don't die! They get knocked out, okay? They don't die. I don't know why he got so offended when I would say that. It was pretty funny. I would start saying on purpose just to piss him off. But yeah, as you can see there with Kadabra, Spear was able to lay, I think, 2 pecks on it, and yeah, that shit can kind of happen, which kind of stinks. That's one bad thing about Kadabra, but what can you do? And fucking Rock Throw keeps on fucking missing, and this Eradicate's wrecking my shit. I hate that. I don't know why. I get so unlucky when it comes to accuracy. Like, I swear, a move will have like 80 accuracy, which is like, 80% chance of it hitting, and I'll miss like fucking 4 times out of 5, and it's like, that's not 80. That's like fucking 20% accuracy. Ugh. I can't there we go, finally fucking hit him. He got me down that low just because I kept on fucking missing with my Rock Throw. At that point I should have just gone with Dig, but I was paralyzed, and with Dig, Dig when you're paralyzed can really suck because, Dig takes 2 turns, as you've seen. Yeah, the first thing I did was get the bike voucher. Yeah, it's over here. The Pokemon Fan Club is what they're called. So yeah, if you talk to the president, he'll fucking ramble on about his Rapidash, and you just keep on mashing A. It doesn't even fucking matter what he says, just blah 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 blah. And then he'll be like, "Thanks for listening. Here you go, bike voucher." But yeah, the Dig thing, it takes 2 turns, and when you're paralyzed, you have those 2 turns of having a chance of saying, "Oh, you're fully paralyzed," so you can't do anything in that turn. So say you use Dig, you go underground, so that turn worked, and the next turn when you're supposed to wait for your turn, or when you're supposed to attack with the Dig, it might say, "Oh, you're fully paralyzed," and it's just like, oh fuck. So I don't like using Dig when I'm paralyzed. It's kind of risky. But one thing I did there was just to save time. What Teleport does with Kadabra is it teleports you to the last Pokemon Center you were at. So instead of going to the Pokemon Center Vermillion, I just teleported back here because this was the last Pokemon Center I was at. So that way I didn't have to backtrack. It's a nice little shortcut if you want. So here we go, here's the bicycle. And now we're back, because, jump cut. I don't want to have you guys watch all that shit again. But yeah, the bicycle, it's pretty much just the means of going faster. One thing about the bicycle, though, is I think it increases your percentage of encountering wild Pokemon when you're like in the grass or caves. So when I'm in a cave, I generally don't use the bike, but anywhere else, I honestly don't care. But yeah, the bike's awesome. It's something. Not only do you don't really necessarily need per se. There's a way to get around needing it, which I guess I could go into later when that point comes in the game. But yeah, just get it. It's what I'm pretty much trying to say. Just get it. It's awesome. It's great to have. But yeah, I'm right here. I'm trying to clean up my inventory just because. Another thing that kind of thinks about Gen 1 is the way the inventory is handled. It's just all one fucking box. Gen 2 onward, we'll separate them into different categories. You have what they just call items. Then you have key items. You have TMs. You have Pokeballs. They're all different categories. So I'm just trying to get rid of stuff I don't need because because it's all just one category and you only have a certain amount of spaces, it will fill up pretty quickly. Which can get kind of annoying. And yeah, I'm just gonna throw my tea and see what I could teach to people now, just because I have more Pokemon and shit. Just like I said, just kind of cleaning up. I don't have too many items on me. But that's how much we're almost at the end of the part. Yeah, we still got like a minute. So I guess I'm not really gonna show off Vermillion. I guess we'll be doing that next part and shit. Um, but yeah, even though the gym is pretty much right here, just like Cerulean, we're gonna be doing some side stuff before we can get to the gym. Um, there's a route to the right of this place. I'm not sure what it is off the top of my head. It might be Route 8, or I mean 7. Let me check just to be safe. Yeah, oh no, it's not Route 7. It's Route whatever the fuck. I'll tell you guys whenever when we get there next. But we have that route to clean up just because I want to level grind a bit. And then we also have the SS and the boat ticket that Bill gave to us. Not only is it a nice place to level grind because there are some trainers there, that's also where we have to get cut. The captain gives us to it, or gives us the fucking TM, and we need cut in order to get into the gym. Because I don't know if you noticed, there's a tree blocking the gym, but that's what's next up on the list. So we're not going to be doing the gym quite yet, but we'll be getting there in due time. So that's obviously the end. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care.